Good morning, chat. Good morning, good morning. I see we've already got Darth Dave, we got Chrysanth, and Biggles in the chat. Hello, beautiful people. Yes, I am late this morning. It is true. I woke up this morning and it was 8:22, so I thought that, well, you know, definitely gonna have to push the show a little bit, and I needed a shower anyway, so went ahead, took me a little show, and here we are. You're wearing your lucky shirt, Biggles. Yes, great choice in shirt. I am wearing a shirt that came from the Philippines, yet somehow has English on it. All right, and so I'm not gonna lie, guys. I have been very much intimidated by this map. I am not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Because I'm gonna have to use references and stuff like that, and I just need I need to get the basic idea of how these things are laid out, because these are this is actually more complex. What I'm trying to do here is more complex than any of the maps that I've made before. And this suggestion was just kind of taken on a whim. But if I want it to be convincing and believable, then there's certain ways I'm gonna have to do it. So hello, rookie 2907. Hello. See, I'm not the only one with Filipino shirts. So how is everybody doing this morning? Good, rookie. Very good. Very good. Got a busy day ahead of me. Got a, yeah, map intimidation. Yeah, for sure. So, Biggles, this is what I'm trying to do here. This is a, kind of a cyberpunk penthouse apartment. Whoa. Chrysanth, thank you for the 50. Holy smokes. You didn't have to do that. I just like being here and hanging. But here you are. You're just like, wow. That is so incredibly sweet. Thank you so much. I don't have the words. No, Darth Dave, it is not for Legend Seeker. This is just, we did, so a couple weeks ago, we did the, Cyberpunk Street, which is now up on Patreon, by the way. Oh, there's a grocery store commercial going on in the background. Apologies, guys. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, the, Cyberpunk like street corner type map that we made a few weeks ago is now up on Patreon, which is aptly named Market Street. Yeah, so same as last time, Biggles. I mean, I can wrench Chrysanth up if need be. Well, good, Chrysanth. Good. And here, you know what? I'm sure that you actually like having channels which you do not have the responsibility of modding. We just appreciate everybody showing up and being here and everything. Yeah, Biggles, the he was talking about the Goblin Slayer TTRPG. He and I were kind of talking about that. That sounds like it would be very good. And I think it's like, to my understanding, it's like a good episodic kind of, it's good for episodic one-shot type deals. Yeah, I think you might be right, because I think we didn't wrench her so she can relax. All right, so I need to, like, I gotta make sure that we get that I've got a good floor plan for a penthouse apartment. Like I said, these are just like incredibly complex, and most of them are multi-level. But here, let's see. So we've got this here is supposed to be an elevator up into the house. I gotta find a good blueprint here that I kind of want to style this after. Oh my god, this, wow, this blueprint I'm looking at here has east elevator and a west elevator. That's incredible. A powder room and a bathroom. Wow, okay. Yeah, I don't know how people do this, to be quite honest with you. They are learned. That's how. They are learned. Okay. So let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. I feel like this needs to. Okay. I think I see what I need to do here. So. Let's see, what does this one look like? That one's blurry as heck and I can't see it. Here, I think this is the one I was looking at earlier. Okay, well that website's not wanting to load, so thank you for that. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, here we go. So one thing that is clear to me is that a lot of space is actually taken up by very thick walls. And in my best estimation, a lot of these walls are kind of taken up more by, you know, electrical wiring and piping and stuff like that. So that's kind of a saving grace in that I'm not gonna have to fill up every little space with something. All right, I'm gonna butcher this name. Aesdiados Dado. I'm not sure how to say your name, but over on TikTok, hello. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So I think what I need to do is just kind of start building some of these walls here.
Shopping with your parents.
More commercials. I need to find a different playlist for this, because these have got like terrible commercials. Let's see. Let's try this one. Here, let me see. Look at the... Is that a little intense? Okay, so here's what I want to do. We're going to go ahead and start getting this kind of set up here. So let's see. Let's just kind of start making how do I want to do this? Oh, hold on. Okay, here. Okay, we're going to scale that down a little bit. Okay, I need to find, where's my nodes? My nodes. Here we go. Okay. Making some adjustments. Okay. And now I think I want to add some nodes.
Restore art in Rome with Studio Storti. Wow. Or dance like a K-pop star in Seoul. Experiences now on Airbnb.
At Mint Mobile, we're always looking for innovative ways to save you money, so you can keep
Okay,
paying
and then I'm gonna add another node here, and I'm gonna drag it
instead of hiring an expensive director for this
like
we found
way
someone
up
who worked for
here.
candy and approval. Hey, sweetie, Daddy's face is up here. Okay, there you go.
If I can get it
All right,
straight.
No, too high, honey. There you go. Hey. Nap time. So embarrassing. Sorry, guys, this one's on me.
All right, let's do this. We're gonna add a node there, and then we're gonna add a node here. And we're gonna drag each one of these. There we go. Okay. Actually, you know what? I might have to adjust this a little bit more here. This is not offering a whole lot of space, and that's an awfully wide wall. So I think what I'm going to do is actually bring Bring these down just a tad. Alright. Wait, Ryan Reynolds. Oh, I see. Was there probably a Mint Mobile? There's probably a Mint Mobile ad that came on. Not a sponsor, by the way. Oh, do I need to stretch this over? I think I do. Dagnabbit. Alright. Bear with me as I resize all of my assets. Or do I need to? Do I really need to? So I think today is probably going to be a lot of like laying down walls and stuff. The good news is that we can just adjust these as we need to. Oop. There we are. And I wonder if maybe. Let's see, I'd like to see. Okay. Okay, so what I want to make sure is that, for the most part, walls that appliances are going to go up against are going to be much thicker. And so I think what we're going to do, this up here is going to be kind of like a sitting area or what have you for whoever is a guest of the house. And so I think the kitchen is going to be over here somewhere. And then maybe we'll have a sitting room on either side over here. And so, let's see. Medical floor. Let's see, what kind of floors do we want? Are there two kitchens in this house? Damn. Okay. Hey, happy birthday there, King Darth Dave.
You think of hot, you might think about the tragic time you ate too much wasabi. Or about getting into your car on a summer day when it feels more like stepping into a sauna. But heat can work in your favor, like during Verizon Red Hot Deal Days. Get hundreds of hot deals on all your favorites, like iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence, Apple Watch Series 10, and iPad on any plan.
Let's see, what would be a good floor for the kitchen?
Offer available on my plan, only at Verizon.
Have to really scale this down a little bit. Oh. We're gonna have to scale this way down here to about, let's see, that's at a 28. Actually, let's take that off. Let's take that off. Let's do. Like, let's see. Get that aligned here. And I think what we're going to have to do is probably... see, that doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad at all. Hello, Nozaku. Rookie. I'm using... Rookie over on Twitch asked what tool you're using for this map. I'm using Incarnate. Inkarnate. And so let's see. Oh, you know what we should do? I would think that they would probably have a decent, they might have two stovetops pushed together because they're probably going to have big dinner parties and they want to make sure that they have quite a bit to go around. So we're going to do a double stove type dealy here. Why? What size is this? They're both 28. Why does this one look bigger? No shadow. Okay. Then we're gonna have a little bit more countertop over here. Okay, and then we're gonna have a nice little refridge.
At Gerb's Pharmacy, our pharmacists are vaccine experts. Don't know what you need? We can help. We have COVID, shingles, pneumonia, and more vaccines. Wondering if you're covered? GERBS accepts most insurance plans. You heard it
Let's
right.
see.
Our vaccine experts make it easy to get vaccinated, so you can keep being an expert in what you're passionate
Dag
about.
nabbit, all these ads. I'm telling you what. Can't have a good playlist anymore. Here. I'm just gonna go back to fantasy because I never had this issue with the fantasy playlists. Okay. Let's try. We're gonna try this one, and you guys can let me know if it's too much. Yeah, I know 4D Viking. I know. Oh, hello, Tabitha. Hello. Thank you for stopping in. Hello, Commodore Zed. It's going great. How are you? Psychosis? What's going on? Does anyone know of someone who can heal a broken ankle like on Star Trek? I know a guy. But he is very hard to get into see, and I'll tell you what. He's also very racist, so I don't know if that's something you would be interested in providing him your business. Let's see. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do another double feature here, double fridge. But we're gonna do. We're gonna flip this one around. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Boop. All right, we got a double fridge. Let's see, and I think we will have yet another kitchen counter here. But I think what we're going to do here is that's going to lead into maybe a wall. Oh, nope. Go back. We don't want that. Make sure the wall is at least somewhat pronounced here. Okay. And then let's see. Do we want to do another like kind of thicker wall maybe, and then have like a pantry? I'm thinking we're gonna need a pantry or something. Let me see. Hello, Hoilepa. So let's see. What kind of map are you making? I'm making kind of like a cyberpunk slash a cyberpunk like penthouse type deal. It's probably going to take me a little while to get this done because, as you can see, there is a lot to go over here, and my initial attempt at doing this was very much foiled by my lack of understanding at just how vast a penthouse apartment actually is. So, but I think what we're gonna do here, let's see, do we want the, Trying to decide if I want the pantry to come in this wall or build another wall to sink the pantry into. Oh, what am I doing? We need a kitchen sink here. Well, the kitchen sink can be on the island, I suppose. A lot of people do that. People do that kind of stuff. Okay. Let's do... Okay, I gotta figure out how to do this so I can make a... I need to figure out how to, because all the doors that they have in the cyberpunk thing are very much like, I guess I could have double glass doors for the pantry. That wouldn't be too bad. Or maybe this is the wine closet. Yeah, this will be the wine closet. That sounds good. I can imagine that embroidery is very difficult. You have to have... Wait, no, I'm thinking of crocheting. I don't know if crocheting is difficult or not. I know it's a series of knots. There we go. I'm gonna do... I wonder if they have anything with wine. Do they have wine racks? Nope. No wine racks. Oh, that's... For whatever reason, the door filter was on. Alright, let's try it again. Still no wine. Okay. Let's see. There's bottles of alcohol, but I'm looking for like wine racks. You know what would be cool though if I put it in here? Like a humidor room. A cigar room. I don't need all that stuff. Blood and gore, I don't need all that stuff. I might throw some blood in there. Maybe this is a mob thing and then maybe there's a murder in one of these rooms. I don't know. We will see, but... Yeah, I'm not convinced that I'm going to find what I'm looking for in here. so they have a series of shotguns. Look at all these shotguns. That's cool. They must have added these. They definitely did add these. That's cool. Okay, they have more weapons. Very cool. It's medical lab, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a lost cause. Shoot. Okay, let's try this. Oh. This is a medical fridge, but I'll tell you what. I'm going to throw it in here and call it a wine fridge. Yes, sir. It's good to see you, Biggles. Good luck on today's endeavors. Here, bear with me. I gotta... do a little bit of refill on my nicotine here. Oh, well, I'm going to have to... I didn't see that last message. So you put a picture of it up in the server? Let's see. Speaking of which, if you guys are not a part of the Discord server, you should definitely check it out. Some cool mofos up in there. Let's see. Oh, good lord. Yeah, that's intricate. I would start with like a letter or something. Just a big N for nugget. That's a good point, Rookie. Yes, depending on how bad your day is going, a wine fridge could be a medical fridge. Let's see. How big do I want? Oh, no, because that would take up the whole thing. We'll do... these are going to be big enough to take up 2 spots. And here we go. Here we go. See, this works perfectly. Move these around a little bit. Okay, so I think we're gonna have a pretty big kitchen island here because there's gonna be plenty of seating around it, I think. So what we want to do here. Let's see. Do we want to, is this close enough, I wonder? Yeah, I think so. And then let's take this and we're gonna take the size of it up a little bit. Oh. Actually, yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. All right, and this bad boy is gonna have a double sink, because that's how rich people live. Rich people live a life of 2 sinks. No, we gotta make sure we get them lined up. Good lord. All right. Let's see. If I don't think the keyword stool brings up anything. No. So we're gonna make sure we got chairs. And basically, I'm just looking for those little rotating chairs, and I think the best ones are actually labeled plastic chairs. They're just the ones with the backs on them. Yeah, because they're going to be, I think they're going to be small enough to wear. Oh, God. I got a text message, and now I'm distracted. Let's see. This is gonna we need to turn the shadow off of these, because I think the shadow is giving it more of a we don't want it to look like it's sitting above, which actually I think what we'll do is this. We're gonna bring this up 2 layers. We're gonna bring this countertop up 1. And why is this? There we go. There we go. Okay. Gonna have I like the idea of these chairs being kind of like on a swivel. There we go. Okay. Got 8 chairs just in case. We've got our wine cooler. We've got the kitchen sink. The dishwasher is hidden under the counter. Just know that there is a dishwasher. This comes fully loaded. And obviously, we would want kind of like a sitting room somewhere around here too. My question is the floor also going to be hardwood? Let's see. Bear with me here. There we go. Okay. Ooh, an area rug. Yes, Chrysanth. This is why we keep you around. This is why we keep you around. You have good suggestions. I am not an interior designer. I just know how to work this program, and I have a camera that I'm willing to put on myself early Saturday morning. All right. So I think... And so this area here, I don't know why this got changed somehow. Oh, I see what happened. I see what happened. Odd. I don't know why it did that. But we are basically... Let me see here. So this is basically what I'm envisioning, and you guys can offer your input here as well. What I'm envisioning here is this whole area kind of in the northern sector of this apartment is going to be largely open. And so I'm wondering if maybe I should have like a sitting area over here and kind of maybe a dining area here and then another sitting area over here. Because that's kind of what I'm gathering that rich people like, is multiple sitting areas. Because more than one place to sit is necessary. Yes, the swimming pool is actually right out front here. Hoilepa. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Chrysanth, I have to ask, do you have like live, laugh, love, and hope and things like that all over your house? Or little quirky sayings posted on your kitchen wall? Like, what was that? What was that prayer that was in Call of Cthulhu? Somebody said the prayer in Call of Cthulhu on Monday, and it was like, oh gosh, somebody put it in the Discord. I have to find it. What's up, JJ? Yes, this is definitely not a Hobbit-sized. This is definitely not a Hobbit-sized penthouse apartment, although I'm sure a hobbit could live here. He would just have a hard time getting up into the chairs. Oh gosh, what was it? I have to find the before meal prayer. Let's see. What was it? Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub, yay God. Yes, that's what it is. Commodore, so here on this channel, we don't stream all of them. So over on Tales from the Dragon's Tavern on YouTube, you can find our show for The One Ring. It's called Fear of Ages Past. Takes place in Middle Earth, and it's pre-recorded, so I go through and I edit, cut out the ums and ahs and likes for the most part, except that I use a lot more than I have the patience to edit out. And I put music and sound effects behind it too, so you can go and check that out. And I also run a Call of Cthulhu game over on YouTube channel Moonskull, which is, I do believe it is streamed on Kick. And here on this channel, we are planning on having some more games coming out. There's some cool ideas floating around that I think we're gonna implement here very soon, very soon. But we've also got a Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the first half of a campaign on YouTube as well. If you like pirates, you'll like that one. Yeah, fantastic, sarcastic. You should definitely go check out Moonskull. There's some good stuff over there. If you haven't heard of it, you should check it out. But first, check this one out because this is one that JJ and I own, and we like this one. Okay, and then I think what we're gonna have to do. Yeah, we're gonna have to put a bathroom in here somewhere. Definitely gonna have to put a bathroom. Let's see. Sofa. Oh, sofa doesn't work. Couch. Couch doesn't work? What are we talking about here? Hold on. Oh, that's because I'm looking in masks. Hold on. Herder. Okay, what kind of couch do we like? I wish... Do we want the black couch? Let's see. We need some... Here, do we have any... Do we have any chairs that match this? That's my question. Chairs. I have just a straight black... Yes, bitch! Yes. Alright. 90 degrees. Yes, there's JJ in the chat over on Twitch. JJ helmed our Pathfinder campaign, and I'll tell you what, that was a great time. And I like, you know what my favorite part about all of this was, is that we had the pirate campaign and we had the One Ring campaign, and two very distinct tones, completely separate from each other. I need to get me a nice table. A couple of nice, let's see. Command tables, huh? Let's see. Yeah, you should definitely play games with people. Fantastic. Definitely play games with people because, yeah, people, we need that. We're people. We're social animals, social creatures, and we need to have people around to satiate our most basic needs. These are large statues. Here we go. Nah, don't want that one. That's a weird sculpture. I like this one. Well, I don't like that one either. I said I liked it, and then I changed my mind. God, this is cyberpunk art. And if that's the case, I hate modern art. I freaking hate it. All right, well, Hoy Lepa, good luck getting rid of your migraine. I know those are terrible, but thanks for hanging out while you did. You know one thing I will say about the Crusades? What a transition that was. At least Catholicism had, in my opinion, Catholicism produced the best art. You're not going to find art anywhere that compares to the art that was produced by people doing it for the Catholic Church. Commodore Zed, I am using Incarnate. And I think what I need to do here, actually, here, let's do this. We're going to bring all of this up. Boop. Layer 2, layer 2, layer 2, layer 2. One thing about these, though, it's like there's quite a bit of tedium. Oh, these are not aligned. I don't think. Okay. Let's see. We want to put this area rug down at the wonderful suggestion of our very own Nugget. Let's see. Where did that... Here it is. So we want to switch this. We're going 90 degrees. And then we're going to scale it on up. Or do we need a square rug? Because this is actually going to be pretty big. God, tiger print? Blech. Nice big sitting area over here. I definitely wanted to have a piano in the last one. We might have a couple pianos here because I'm going to run out of ideas here before this apartment is anywhere close to full. Or maybe this one's gonna go somewhere else. It might go somewhere else. Let's see. Okay, so we got there. We're gonna fill this in, but right now I kind of want to just get the basic outlines of what we want here done. Let's see. We're looking for another table. Big long one. Wait. Yeah, so Commodore, yes. Yeah, I don't use a whole lot of maps myself, honestly. Like I'll use battle maps every once in a while in the One Ring for our actual plays on those. Call of Cthulhu, I barely use maps. Most of that is theater of the mind, and I think it works out better that way, honestly. Because neither of those games are highly tactical, and the only reason that I would use battle maps in either of those is for immersion purposes, you know. Chrysanth, why is Frost making fun of you? World of Darkness. I have not played World of Darkness, but that's one that I've heard a lot of good things about, and I wouldn't mind giving a shot. Is World of Darkness, is that a D6 based system? A D10 based system. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've heard good things about it, and wouldn't mind giving it a shot. Canteen tables. Oh, I guess that's for like restaurants and stuff. Let's see. What else do we have? I need a nice dining room table. I guess we could use this. I don't know if that's long enough, though. Like, I feel like the table needs to be really long. You know what I mean? Here, let me look through my line assets and see what we've got here. Of course, it's not going to be... I suppose I could take a regular table and stretch it out. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna need to stretch it. Take one of these tables and stretch it out. But I don't want to. That's the problem, though. I don't want to like distort the image. Is the thing. Because if you distort it, if you stretch it out too much, then it's gonna look like all these nice golden lines on it are gonna look fuzzy, and I don't want that. But we'll try it out and see. And the problem is, it's like, maybe if I get it rendered in a certain resolution, maybe the blurry lines will kind of fix themselves, but I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay, so transforming this is going to be a little bit difficult. Let's see. Part of me thinks that this needs to go long ways like this. Let me see. See, this one that I'm looking at has got, well, the one that I'm looking at has a sitting area here, a dining room here, and then the kitchen is actually down here. But actually, if I'm going off of this blueprint that I'm looking at, everything I've got is too small now. Let's see. Guys, architecture is difficult. As is interior design. Okay. But I definitely think that if we're going to have a dining room table, it needs to be in here. Kind of closer to the wine rack. Or the wine closet, or whatever you want to call it. Let's see. But do we want it this close? Because I think... Yeah, because we're going to have another sitting area over here. So maybe... Maybe over here. And nobody says we can't have more than one kitchen, right? We can have multiple kitchens in a penthouse apartment. Here, let me save this real quick. All right, just in case. Yeah, no kidding. Well, I think I know I've talked about this before, but basically like my whole issue is like I'm unable to I don't have the ability to visualize things before I actually see it, and then I'd like to make adjustments and stuff like that. But yeah, if something's laid out in front of me, like I can take things and move them around to a point where I think it looks good. But visualizing something on a blank canvas is difficult for me. Oh, we got to make sure we put that pool table in here somewhere too. Let's see. I want to make sure we put, this is going up a layer, and then we're going to put the chairs underneath of it on the first layer. And we want to make sure. One of the things I ended up running into last time is all of my stuff was sized incorrectly. So I didn't have a consistent sizing. And so everything looked a little bit wonky. The scale was off. The shower was meant for giants while the dining room table was meant for midgets. You know, that kind of thing. And then I need to go. What's the other one that I need? There we go. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. And then, I mean, do I want to take the time to dress the table? I could dress the table. It took me like, I spent like, what, 20 minutes or half an hour last time putting plates and stuff on the table in just the right places. We even had the discussion about where does each piece of silverware go? Left or right side? Oh boy. And obviously we're gonna need a centerpiece for the table. If I just type in centerpiece, will it bring anything up? No. I should have known that. And I also need to remember that some of the fantasy assets can be used here as well. In fact, I think it would be prudent to have some of the fantasy assets on here. Because rich people have the money to buy very, very, very old things. I don't remember where silverware goes, Chrysanth. Oh, hi. My dog's just sitting here staring at me, wagging her tail. As if I did something that made her happy for some reason. Probably because I took my hat off, she thought I was done. She knows when my dogs know when I'm done streaming, though. I think they recognize certain keywords that I'll use whenever a stream is over. And they'll get up and they'll start hopping around and stuff like that. But while I'm streaming, they usually just lay down next to me. They're good dogs. Good dogs. Aren't you? Oh, look at all that. Look at all that hair. I need to brush you. All right. Let's see. You had a meme project? Oh, God. I'm afraid to ask. Aquariums? They didn't have aquariums before. Now, see, that's what I like. Every once in a while, Incarnate will add different assets to certain things, and you get surprised every once in a while with what they come out with. Like, it's great because, you know, 2 weeks ago, I might have looked at the assets and thought that they were a little bit sparse as far as the sci-fi is concerned, and they are. Like, the fantasy assets are definitely more... There's definitely more variety to the fantasy assets. But that said, what was I talking about? Oh god, I completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, they do continually add assets, and I think that you can add. I haven't done it myself because I'm no artiste, but you can add your own assets to these to Incarnate as well. Yeah, 4D Viking. My dogs know that when I take my headphones off, I might get up and might do something fun with them. Yeah, I think dogs definitely have that instinct. And they just want to play. They just want to do something fun. Throw this down as a centerpiece, I guess. One of these modern art pieces, which I hate so much. Ugh, I hate modern art. Oh, here we go. This makes it easy. They actually put down plates with cutlery. But I need, oh my god, I need placemats. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if they have, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna repurpose one of the rugs. Hold on. I just got a very strange text message. Let's see. Let's see. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take this. We're gonna lay it down. And we're gonna do, let's see. Turn the saturation down, and then we're gonna turn, let's see. And then we're gonna shrink it way down. Is that too big? I think that's still a little bit too big. Dagnabbit. Here. Boop. And boop. Boop. And yes, for those of you asking, I do have to make sound effects with my mouth whenever I do things. Boop. I like how they've got two. Okay. So, Chrysanth, maybe you can help me with this. The boops must happen. Indeed. Indeed. So maybe you can help me out with this. So one of these has the knife facing the plate, the blade facing the plate. One of them has the blade facing away from the plate. Is there a reason? Yes, I'm reading the chat, Sevi. I'm reading the chat, and I am very disheartened by your text message. Thank you very much. What do you mean one is upside down and the other one isn't? They're not upside down. Yes, I know you. Yeah. No, you're not helping, Sevi. You're not helping. Oh, we need to probably scale that back to maybe 30. There we go. Oh, I'm missing one. It's all right. I'll get it. I'll get it. I think that's right side up. I think. But it's too blurry for me to tell. And then I need to do this one more time. Oh, ugh. Hold on. All right. And then we need to change this around to... Boop. Go back here. And then, oh, good Lord. Okay, now I need to figure out which way is this facing. That's right. So if we wanted to turn it, boop, that way. Is it 90 degrees or is it 270? Okay, it's the other way. So we got to go 270. Yes. Yes. Tell me you wouldn't want to go to a dinner party at this house. I mean, really. I'm always missing something. See, I thought so, Chrysanth. I thought the blades were supposed to always be facing the plate, but I don't know. Look at me. I, like, half the time while I'm off camera, if I'm, like, anywhere on a stream, I'm still eating peanut butter with a spoon out of a jar, okay? Oh, no random stamps. Dang it. All right. We're going to do... These are going to be circular. Hear me? All right. And the cups are going to go in front of the right hand because left-handed people are not welcome in my house. Even though technically they probably should be, you know, they probably should be on the placemats. But we're not, you know. Maybe this is one of those new rich guys that just kind of came into all of this wealth all of a sudden. He's like, I don't know what all this is for. The feeling's mutual, Chrysanth. Hello, Gift of Gabby over on Twitch. How are you? Wait, Chrysanth, are you left-handed? You don't strike me as a lefty. Yes, Gift of Gabby, it is hot. It is very hot. Let's see, what is it right now where I'm at? It is... Oh, no, it's only 67 here. And it's going to be... Oh, man, I got to get outside today. It's only going to be 77 today. Okay, Chrysanth. Jeez, you don't have to yell, okay? Good lord. Somebody's taking things a little personally. Okay, so I'm wondering, should there be, I'm kind of thinking there's a wall here, just kind of a separating wall that I'll sink a bathroom into. And then the sitting area is over here. But, like, maybe there's a walkway. There's a way to get around it. Like, you know, you've got kind of room to walk around it here and room to walk around it here. But it's kind of partitioned off from the main area. Here, let's try it. Let's just give it a shot. See what happens, okay? That's what we're all about here. I'm all about experimentation. I was in college for a semester. I know about experimentation. Oh, wait, hold on. Why is this not filled? There we go. Here we go. Here we go. I think, is this right? I think this is right. We want to scale this down. What's the scale on this other one? Dagnabbit. 18. All right, so we're going to scale this down to 18. Then we're going to stretch it out a little bit. Alright, and then I think what we need to do is put some more nodes in. Okay, this is, let's see. I'm gonna put some... let's see. All right, this is going to be a little weird, but I'm going to try it. All right, and then we're going to take that and that. We're going to drag this down. That way. Drag this down. Oh, wait, hold on. I think maybe... No, you know what I need to do is take... Because we need a doorway in. But we need to do... let's see. Oh, man. Okay, so we need this here. Put another one here, maybe? Not bad. Not too bad. Yeah, good luck with that. I know reading rule books for TTRPGs can be difficult. And I just realized, dag nabbit, you know what I just did? The thick wall should be on the opposite side of the door. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to basically start it over, right? But the door is going to be on this side. But the good news is I sort of remember what I did, so there shouldn't be any issues. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I said I sort of remember what I did. I don't fully remember what I did. Then we want to drag. Oh, no, you know what? I messed up already. How did I do that? All right. So we want another one here as kind of an anchor point. So that's going to be like an anchor point. That's going to be where the wall goes. And then we're going to want to drag another node from here. There's going to be another node. No, actually what we want to do is drag it from here. We're going to drag it all the way down here. And then we're going to take another point here. We're going to drag it all the way over here. No, we're going to drag it about to here. We're going to take another point here. Or, let's see. We're going to take another point here. Another point here. We're going to drag this up here. We're going to even these out a little bit. There we go. That's not bad. It's not bad. All right. We definitely need a different floor in here, though. We want probably some sort of a tile. Let's see. And let's load in fantasy too. What do you guys think about this green checkered tile? Yay, nay? I got poo-pooed on last time because I put a rug in the bathroom. But you tell me when you get up in the morning. Of course, these people are probably not going to be wearing, or probably not going to be barefoot. But let's see. So we're gonna have ourselves a nice little turlet. See, we need to get our turlet in here. I know there's more toilets than that. Hold on. Here we go. There's a nice little turlet. Make sure we are at scale with the rest of the map here. Okay. And so, get ourselves a nice little bathroom counter here. Let's see. Counter. Let's bring that down to the first layer, and then I think we need to come up with the scale here. I don't think, would this, oh, good point there, 4D Viking. Yes, they can, heated floors and Chrysanth. Yeah, that's true. I work with somebody who has heated flooring, and I'm like, it's a good thing you're married to a guy who makes a lot of money. Because she makes about the same as I do. I'm like, I can't afford heated floors. Ooh, that's big. I'm wondering, is that too big? Well, if it isn't Wilson, the unauthorized biography of Tom Hanks. Hello there. Welcome in. How are you doing this fine Saturday morning? I think there was some... We're gonna transform this biatch. With, yeah, look at the size of that mirror. Look at the size of that dang old mirror. This bathroom's awfully large to have just that in there. It's like, you gotta take like 15 steps to get from the toilet to the sink. Do I need to put a shower in here? Is that what I'm missing? But it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to have a shower unless this is the bathroom that you go to shower after you get into the pool. Might have to rearrange some stuff in here, but that's okay. Perhaps. Okay. Let me move some stuff around here. Oh, that's not what I meant to move. Okay, I think I need to move. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to have to go over here, and my sink and mirror and counter are going to have to go up against this other wall here, I think. I saw a toilet paper roll in here somewhere. And I kind of want to make sure I get I got to get the toilet paper. Because I'm not doing this just for yucks, guys. I'm doing this for realism. Oh, fuck. Ooh. So there's this place you guys are talking about, pool doubles and ice skating rink. There's this place around me that actually just opened up, and it's pretty dope. Like, I'm not saying it's probably not unique in any way, but it's like, so it's probably a 2 or 3 acre lot. And they've got a restaurant in there, and they've got like 3 different bars. And they've got another kind of an outer building with pickleball courts on the inside, and they've also got dedicated pickleball courts on the outside. They've also got this big area that, for the moment, is right now kind of covered in like AstroTurf. And during the winter, they'll pull that up, and it doubles as an ice skating rink. But like during the summer, they've got a bunch of 20 or 30 cornhole sets set up. If you guys haven't played cornhole, I suggest you do, because it's a good time, especially when you've got a drink in your hand. And they've got a big, giant, like theater-sized projector screen that plays, you know, whatever. Like they were watching the hockey game up there when I was up there the other day. But it is pretty dope. Like this place is pretty cool. They have ping pong and foosball, and all of it was free. So I was a big fan of that, and I'm probably, if I didn't have so much to do today, I would see if I could find some people that wanted to go back there, because I want to go back. Play some pickleball or something. Let's see. I'm trying to find this toilet paper, and because whenever you type in toilet paper, it doesn't come up for some reason. Oh, fantastic. You know that's not true because you just told us that you got off the phone with some friends who miss playing with you. I would think, wouldn't it be in here in corporate? I would think. Metal? I don't need metal. Iron and steel? Wow, that's odd that they started sorting things by material. Aha! Toilet rolls. There's a roll on the back of the toilet. Oh, look, somebody forgot. They left their pills out on the counter. Let's see. Actually, what I want to do here, I want to put this a little bit closer to the wall because I know for a fact that there is a stamp in here that is simply an empty toilet paper hanger. I just got to find it. Ah, see here. Oh, that's a towel hanger. Dang it. I thought it was a toilet paper holder. All right. Oh, well. Let's see. There is a towel hanger here either way. And then we're going to put, I don't care what you guys say. There's going to be a rug sitting out there in front of the shower because it's moisture absorbing. It's, you know, you gotta have that. Now with moisture wicking technology. Okay, it's still a little bit open, I think, as far as bathrooms are concerned, but it's not bad. I think there's a lot of empty space here, but I mean, you know, it's not too bad. The only other thing I can think of is if we were to switch places with the shower and the toilet, which is feasible. We could definitely do that. Dang. No one can see or hear those friends. Do they speak to you in your quietest moments? Oh, that's regional. We don't want regional. Let's see. Get a door. Let's see. What's a good door? What's a good door? It says it's sliding doors. A shoji door. Let's put it there and call it good. Very good. Okay, we got a bathroom, guys. We've got a bathroom. All right. And I think, you know, it's like I said before, we get a little ambitious on here. This is definitely going to be a big project, but I'm hoping, because we've got a decent start on it, you know, for what we've got. It's actually, you know, I'm pretty confident that we can make something nice out of this, something worth using maybe. Now, unfortunately, it might be a little while before I'm able to get it up on Patreon, but you know, we'll see how it goes. So. Yeah, I think that's where we are going to call it today. We've got a recording session for Fear of Ages Past later, and I want to make sure we get all the finishing touches on there so we can have a good and entertaining session for not only you, but the players as well. And so I want to take care of that. But if you haven't watched it already, just over on Friday, we did drop the most recent episode of Fear of Ages Past over on our YouTube channel, if you're watching on somewhere other than YouTube. Happy for you to have found our stream as well, Commodore. We're hoping to add quite a bit more content to the channel here in the coming months. So keep an eye out for that. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Pretty please, would you kindly, if I'm going to summon my inner Andrew Ryan, would you kindly hit the like and subscribe button. And I guess here, I got to find the ending screen as well. I got to have all this stuff ready. I always talk about ending the stream, and then I'm nowhere near ready to end it. But yeah, I think that's all I've got. So yeah, you guys have a great Saturday. Be productive, be active. I need to make sure that I get my workout in today. And with that, I bid you all adieu, auf Wiedersehen, Gesundheit, and God bless.